Now what is a component plane? Let us say I have a one beam. Okay, so let me draw one beam. So this is my one beam. Okay, this is my one beam. Okay, and then I'm going to assign a stiffener plate. So let us say this is my stiffener plate, like here, and then after here there is some cut, here there is some cut. So this is my stiffener plate, like this cut, and then after this vertical. Similarly, this is also my stiffener plate, this, then after cut, then after this cut, and then after this line. If I am going to the if I am going to see the front view of this thing, so this is my beam, then after this is my stiffener plate. Okay, so what is a component plane? Component plane is nothing but the center of this connection is called as a component plane. So the center of this connection is called as a component plane. So this is also another center. So this center plane is called as a component plane. This center plane is called as a component plane. Now let us, we will see what is center. Okay, so let us say I have a one section, right? And let us say I am going to see this section in 3D view. Right, so this is my one beam member. And now what is the center? Center is nothing but the center of entire this beam. We can say this is the main center. So what it can be done, it can be created one planet here. I hope you can visualize in 3D. This is my one center plane along this view. Now another center plane can be from top view. So this is my another center plane. So three center planes will be there. From the top plane, from the top view, the center will be there somewhere about here, mid of this height. Then after mid of this length, that one will be here, and another, right? So top view, front view, and then after right view. So in the right view, what we can do, let's say mid of this. Okay, so there can be of three center. Okay, so let's say if I'm drawing separately, this is my top center, then after this is my front center, and this is my right center. Okay, I hope you can visualize in 3D. So these are the three centers. Now last thing is cut plane. So let us, we will see what is a cut plane. So I have one beam here. Okay, I have a beam here, and then after, let's say if I have one cut, let's say here we have a one cut. Okay, so I have a beam here and I have a cut. Okay, so cut, what it will be does, it will be remove this portion. So it will be sorry, so it will be remove this portion. It will be remove, or we can say trim, or this portion from this thing. So it will be trim, or we can say remove this portion from this beam, can be of cut, and it will be apply a cut. Let's say here it will be apply some cut vertically, here it will be also apply some cut here, like. So this one can be of application of cut. So cut is nothing but it will be remove specific portion of that part. So now let us say if I have one plate here, right? This is my one plate. So let us say if I have one plate here, this is my one plate. So what it will be does, the moment when I'm going to change this, the moment when I'm going to change this cut, this plate will be also follow along that cut. So if my cut will be smaller, the plate will be also smaller. If my cut will be larger, the plate will be also larger. So it will be fixed this distance. Similarly, it will be also, let's say here also I am assigning one plate, right? So it will be also fixed this distance, cut, right? So it will be also fixed this distance as well as fixed this distance. So this two distance, it will be fixed. One distance it is fixing like this, another distance it is fixing like this. So these two distance that we are going to fix, right? So by fixing these two distance, it can be also applicable in case of the cut. So this length can be vary, okay, this length can be vary, and this length is fixed. So on the basis of that, this base plate length can be changed. So that's the power of the parametric or custom intelligent component. And you can also bind this plate to this cut, okay. So you can bind to this, you can also bind to this thing, right? So now next thing is what? Cuts and fitting. So cut and fitting, that we have already seen, that whatever the cuts and along that cuts, what are the fittings can be adjusted along the cuts and fitting. And the last thing is handle, nodes or grips, right? So these are the handles or nodes we can say, which can be controlled the length of this cut, right? So that is the thing. So I think we are pretty much clear about what is the intelligent custom component. There are four type of intelligent custom component: connection, detail, part and seam. And what are technical terminologies used in this custom component: bind to, planes, cuts and fitting, handles, nodes or grips. And now there are five types of the planes: boundary plane, outline, component plane, center and cut. Okay, so now from next video onwards, we will see how to create a custom component in Tekla structures. So our foundational skills are now pretty much clear with us, so that we can have a pretty much understanding of how, when to use boundary plane, when to use outline, when to use component plane, when to use center and when to use cut. So I will also show you by few examples, so that you can have a pretty much practical clear idea in this custom component creation in Tekla structures.